Hi, and welcome again to Ivy English. I'm Karen.
And I'm Chris Gorski.
Today we have an article for you about something that you can't really see. That just is kind of an idea in our head, but that still causes problems.
That's right. We're talking about the invisible pollution-creating problem of an overstuffed email box.
Yeah, or other things where you find you've just got too many files. Our title is The IRL Trashcan, an innovative approach to disposing of digital waste. Okay, let's go. In 2022, French design company 60 Circuits launched the IRL Trashcan, the first physical bin that immediately deletes all emails stored in users' email trash. The IRL Trashcan combines the concepts of environmental consciousness and technological innovation. The project was the brainchild of a group of visionary people who recognized the urgent need to address the growing problem of digital pollution. According to the company's data, digital pollution accounts for around 4% of all global greenhouse gas emissions.
The IRL Trashcan looks like a futuristic version of a traditional trash can and is designed to fit seamlessly into any home or office. The trash can is actually a small computer that is equipped with an advanced digital scanning panel on its top. Users simply scan their smartphones over the panel. The trash can then quickly clears all unwanted messages from the user's email trash.
Remarkably, the IRL Trashcan can delete up to 600 emails per minute. Storing an email for a year consumes approximately 0.0096 watt-hours of energy, which is equivalent to emitting about 0.005 grams of carbon dioxide. This means that the IRL Trashcan can eliminate 4,320 grams of CO2 daily. This amount would otherwise create a level of pollution caused by 432 discarded plastic bags or a car journey of about 24 kilometers. 60 Circuits.
IRL Trashcan, thank you very much, Karen, is a physical representation of environmental awareness combined with cutting-edge technology. Through its innovative approach to digital waste management, the IRL Trashcan not only contributes to reducing the carbon footprint associated with digital activities, but also serves as a tangible symbol of sustainable urban living.
Now, you made a comment before we started recording that you said that you looked for it online because you want to know how much it costs.
That's right. So I watched a little video about the IRL Trashcan, and I was interested in the idea it was bringing up. And then I said, this is kind of a waste. And we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. But I thought, okay, well, how much does this actually cost? Maybe there's some deep-pocketed tech company that is willing to splurge on this. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't even find a price. I think this is more of a proof of concept, or they want to bring awareness rather than drive a profit. I did not even see this for sale.
What is a proof of concept? That's a really good expression to know.
So a proof of concept is an idea that is, you go from the paper idea where you talk about an idea and you actually bring it to life. It's not ready for market. It's not a final product. It's not something you would find at a department store ready for purchase, but we want to demonstrate that this technology can actually be built in a relatively cost-effective way that could be brought to market in the future.
Right. So it is possible. It's not just an idea in my head. Look, we've made actually a prototype. This can actually work. We'll get back more later to what we think about this because it, like you say, it sounds like there are probably just a few of them. It just wants to make people aware of the problem. So what it does is it reminds you to clean out your email inbox.
Yeah, which is almost a little redundant with most email servers today. Now, in the past, this was a significant problem because there was no auto-delete feature. However, if you use Gmail, one of the most popular email servers, you will have your email automatically deleted after just 30 days.
However, there is a difference here. They will automatically delete the items in your junk folder. They do that after 30 days. However, the items that you have deleted in your inbox go to the deleted file or the trash can, and they will not delete them automatically without your permission. You have to do that manually.
You know, I had just recently gone through my Google Drive and tried to free up some space. I was working on a project and I was looking for certain materials, and because I had not needed to really just kind of upend this folder in any sort of way in the past couple of years, I was surprised how much stuff I had just sitting there. And there are servers that need to be on for 24 hours with backup power.
Right.
There are fossil fuels used. There are buildings that need to be kept cool. And there are all these associated environmental impacts that come with cloud computing. I love the cloud. I use it constantly. But there are definitely associated wastes that come along with using it. And I think if you could kind of reduce that a bit, then that's a good thing.
It's a good thing, right? So you can go to your deleted file or your trash can and then just start deleting stuff. But just make sure that nothing is there by accident that you actually want to keep. As for the junk file or the junk folder, they will usually do that automatically. Okay, it depends on your system. Let's go back to the beginning. Our title again is The IRL Trashcan, an Innovative Approach to Disposing of Digital Waste. So in 2022, French design company 60 Circuits launched the IRL Trashcan, the first physical bin that immediately deletes all emails stored in users' email trash. Now, my first reaction is I try very, very hard to get rid of all the stuff in my house I don't need. I have been purging, P-U-R-G-E, or you can take off the E and add I-N-G. I have been purging stuff that I am not using and don't want to keep. And I found this really, really wonderful thing. I didn't find it, actually. A neighbor told me about it. Online, there is a group. In Chinese, it means recycle your stuff, basically. I can't give you the Chinese. The Chinese name it actually means treasure your secondhand stuff. And so you pass on stuff you don't want to other people. And I thought, oh, this is wonderful. You can either charge them for it or give it away for free. And I got rid of so much stuff that I'd been keeping for so long because I couldn't get rid of it and I didn't want to throw it away. It was still good. And one thing, it just sold immediately. It was a microwave oven. I don't use a microwave anymore. I'd been keeping it for years, and it sold on the spot for 250 NT. And the couple came here who bought it, and they were so happy to have a microwave oven. So I try really, really hard to get rid of my stuff, and I use these groups now to see if somebody wants it. And I can't believe the stuff that people want. So when I think of an object that, actually is a physical thing to add clutter to your house, to do something you can already do without that object, I think I will just click delete.
Yeah, I suppose if it's easy to get rid of, that's a good thing. I do enjoy diving into the secondhand markets available in Taiwan. And I often find that the prices are very close to full price. And this is why these items don't move.
Why?
I don't know.
Why would you buy something secondhand if you can get it new for about the same price?
That's exactly right.
That's what I do.
The secondhand game market is, you'll pay close to 85 to 90%. And a lot of times, physical games today, if you are not the original owner, you can't get the additional downloaded benefits or whatever. So I'll pay 90 more NT and I get more game than I would if I had to meet this guy that might or might not show up, might not be late. I can just walk to the store and get it. Like, for me, the secret to a good secondhand market is you're paying no more than 60% of retail to me.
That's right. So it's a good thing that the people in this group are not just people like you and me, because I don't usually buy secondhand stuff either. I try to avoid buying stuff in the first place. And so when I post stuff now, ever since the microwave, I mostly just give it away.
Yeah.
And if somebody wants it, I think, oh, that's a blessing. I don't have to throw it. I'm not going to throw it away. It's still very good.
I hate that. Yeah.
But there are some people who seem to want anything, the funniest things. That's another side of it, and we're getting off topic now. The point is that I just don't want clutter in the house. So like Chris said, I don't think that they're going to try to manufacture this in quantity and sell it. It's just to kind of have a physical object to remind you, clean out your inbox or your your deleted file.
Yeah, that's right, because there is an associated cost to it environmentally. But if you're not aware of that, why would you ever make it a priority? I think this is already reaching out to people that probably already have a very green perspective that want to work on the environment. So here's one more little step that you can do. It's an interesting idea.
And it reminds you. Okay, the IRL Trashcan combines the concepts of environmental consciousness and technological innovation. So it's trying to raise our concern about the environment, and it also is a new technical innovation. The project was the brainchild of a group of visionary people who recognized the urgent need to address the growing problem of digital pollution. Now, I do have a lot of deleted emails in both my email accounts, but where I really have a lot of stuff is in Google Drive. But the thing is, I don't want to throw it away because it's mostly student files, and I want to keep them.
There's a lot of good examples I have from students over the years. It's one thing to demonstrate to your students how to do things properly yourself as the teacher, but I love to show an example of students doing a great job themselves. And that's often the problem. I got to carry around this 90 megabyte video to demonstrate what they need to do themselves.
That's right. In addition, the students can access those folders. We use Google Drive for them to hand in their assignments. So that means 10 years later, a student said, I went back into my folder and found my class notes, and they were really useful. So that's something I'm not going to delete.
The word brainchild just means an idea. It's a kind of a fancy idea.
And you have this idea of a baby popping out of someone's head?
I don't like this word, but...
I don't either. It's kind of gross to think about it, but it means a brilliant idea. According to the company's data, digital pollution accounts for around 4% of all global greenhouse gas emissions. And I guess that is believable because of all the stuff that we put into our computers now.
Their website claimed that this 4% is the same as all civil aviation in the whole world, which seems shocking to me.
But I guess it's possible.
But because civil aviation takes away the military aspect. But to me,
true.
I don't know.
But we use our computers for so much, and we're leaving so much junk on them. So, yeah, it might be true.
Let's go to our next paragraph. The IRL trash can looks like a futuristic version of a traditional trash can and is designed to fit seamlessly into any home or office.
And I'm kind of shaking my head over here. I don't want any more stuff in my home office.
Yeah,
it won't fit anywhere.
This is not good for a home. This is definitely like a tech enterprise office. It looks like a traditional trash can icon you would see like on an old Mac, and it has those Wi-Fi signal booster rabbit ears. That's what it looks like it's made out of. It's quite stylized. It's very subtle, I will say, but it is still a large trash can just hanging out. Yeah.
And it's a piece of stuff. I do not want more stuff in my house.
Our next sentence, the trash can is actually a small computer that is equipped with an advanced digital scanning panel on its top.
Okay, so this is telling you a little bit about how it works, but I would actually be uneasy that it would erase something I want.
Yeah, they showed people walking by, and they were walking by rather quickly, and it was demonstrating that it was their junk email was being deleted. However, I'm not certain that's the case. This uses what's called NFC chip technology, which is a nice technology, but you usually have to be right on top of it for it to work. And I have, used NFC technology regularly. I've actually played around and made things with NFC chips. And for me, it seems like you need to be basically sitting on it for it to work.
It's easy enough to just click on the trash can icon on your computer.
Okay, here we go. Users simply scan their smartphones over the panel. Okay, so
whoever dares.
Scan and swipe, just sliding across. Think of your finger moving something on your phone. That's to scan or swipe.
Do it if you dare.
Okay, let's look at our next sentence. The trash can then quickly clears all unwanted messages from the user's email trash. But here's a step they're leaving out. You need to log into this device needs access to your email. So you got to log in. And I know from experience working at my public school, those teachers don't know their email. Like, I was constantly helping these people with their email, and I'm certain they wouldn't be able to do it. I would end up doing all this, and the tech guy would just want to go crazy.
We're intellectuals. We don't have to do the stuff that peons do. A lot of people have that attitude. You know, I have a very intellectual job, so I shouldn't have to learn all this stuff. In addition, I don't like giving other devices access to my stuff.
I don't either. Yeah, I'm like that too. I do not want everything connected. I personally leave gaps.
I want my printer connected. I can say that for sure.
I agree. I don't have a printer, but if I did in my house, I would. I agree that is a very good one to have.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the third paragraph. Remarkably, the IRL Trashcan can delete up to 600 emails per minute. Honestly, that doesn't sound very fast.
I was underwhelmed by that too.
Because I could mark all of the emails in Gmail I don't want. I just mark them and click, and then it only takes a few seconds and it's gone.
When students send me their recording, it all sits in my Gmail account to the beginning of the new semester. When I open my Gmail, I click delete all 1,300 messages, and they're gone in a minute. Yeah, so...
I think that they are not convincing us. Storing an email for a year consumes approximately 0.0096 watt-hours of energy, which is equivalent to emitting about 0.005 grams of carbon dioxide.
It feels so underwhelming.
It feels underwhelming, and it is so abstract.
Yeah.
It's just hard to imagine. This means that the IRL Trashcan can eliminate 4,320 grams of CO2 daily. Well, good, but I will just do my own deleting, thank you. This amount would otherwise create a level of pollution caused by 432 discarded plastic bags or a car journey of about 24 kilometers.
Now, I like that they transformed these kind of abstract, tiny numbers into real, tangible things that we can imagine. That's always very useful for people. I think one thing that we are kind of sidestepping, and honestly, I think something that the IRL Trashcan needs to make more apparent is that this is not generally a product really they're trying to sell, but instead bring awareness to this problem. And I think in that sense, like this flashy video might entice a few IT guys to tell their offices why this is important, et cetera, et cetera.
Yep.
But I don't know. Like I feel that almost they're going the long way around this problem.
I agree. Okay, our next paragraph. 60 circuits.
IRL Trashcan is a physical representation of environmental awareness combined with cutting-edge technology. Now, if this sentence just sounded a bit odd, that's right. Karen and I did tag team on this. My French pronunciation is particularly poor. I did practice the word 60, and I thought I got pretty good at it. And then I forgot you can also say circuit in French. So, since Karen actually speaks French, why not just rely on the expert? There's no shame in that to say, hey, this person knows what they're talking about.
Not an expert, but honestly, I am working on my French these days. Okay.
Yeah, so these guys want to build this IRL trash can, the in real life trash can, just to kind of show everybody, hey, here's a way that we can do something more for the environment.
You know, I have to make a confession. It didn't even occur to me that it means in real life.
Oh, really?
If I see it online, I know what it means, but I didn't think of it in this article. Thank you for telling me.
No worries. Let's go to our next sentence. Through its innovative approach to digital waste management, the IRL trash can not only contributes to reducing the carbon footprint associated with digital activities, but also serves as a tangible symbol of sustainable urban living.
So I guess it's a start. We need to fix a lot of things besides just cleaning out the deleted bin in our email. There's a lot of things in our life that we need to fix. Like we need to stop using disposable things. So many things we use them once and throw them away. That to me is a really big thing we have to fix.
We have this word tangible here. This means something that we can see or touch or feel. This is just basically saying it's a thing in real life. It's not an idea. And I think this is another way to fight against some of the people that say environmental pollution is not the little guy's problem. When I mean little guy, I mean the regular everyday people that are just consuming and purchasing items for their lives. The real greenhouse gas problem is on the corporate factory manufacturing side, the military side. That's where the real big problem of pollution comes from, not from us on everyday, like doing everyday purchases. And I've seen a lot of pushback from regular people saying, this is not really my fight. There's nothing I can do because I'm just this tiny drop in an ocean and these guys are Niagara Falls.
And they are basically right, because the problem is with the manufacturers. And I have thought that since I was a little kid. I thought, why does the government allow this? If it is so hard to recycle, or they can't recycle it and it's creating so many problems, why does the government allow manufacturers to make these things? They should not. And the reason is, I learned the reason later, that the manufacturers have lobbyists in Washington, and they bribe the government to not bother them.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, it's getting to a point where people feel hopeless in their situation in the fight against climate change, and so they say, this is not my problem, it's them. I'm just going to do everything like I would normally. I will not try to reduce. It's definitely going to take both sides, but there is one side that is polluting far more than the other, and the answer is it's the manufacturing, it's the corporate side, not the everyday people.
And they want to protect their existing profits. Let's go to our questions. Number 1, what problem is the IRL trash can designed to solve?
A, too much plastic being discarded instead of being recycled. No, that's not true.
It's not, but it's a bigger concern for me. Okay, B, not having enough room to store unwanted emails. Now, we do have the room, but we should be clearing things out.
Letter C, mailboxes becoming filled with unanswered mail. Well, maybe if it's my email box.
Yeah. And D, pollution caused by digital activities, and that is the correct answer. Let's go into number 2.
Which of the following statements is not correct? So we're going to have several correct answers, but one is not. Let's find it.
Okay, A, the IRL trash cans are meant to perfectly blend into any household or workspace. Even if I personally don't agree with it, it's actually true according to the article.
Letter B, users need to place their smartphone inside of the IRL trash can. And that is not correct because there's a little scanner on top. There's a little NFC center. You swipe it, and it should automatically delete them. And it, at least according to the video, very smooth, very fast.
Okay, so B is the answer that we want because it is untrue. C, prolonged retention of emails results in energy consumption. This is a true statement.
And letter D, the IRL trash can comes with advanced technology. I guess if you consider NFC technology really advanced.
That's right. We both have our doubts, but that also should be a true sentence. So B is the correct answer. Number 3, according to the passage, who needs the IRL trash can the most?
A, an environmentalist who avoids using electronic devices.
No.
That's the exact opposite.
That's right. B, a retired individual who seldom uses email to communicate. Also not the right answer.
Letter C, a housewife who cleans the table and takes out the trash every day. Huh?
Also not the right answer. D, an office worker who is concerned about minimizing his carbon footprint. And that is the correct answer. Number 4.
Which word from the passage is closest in meaning to consciousness from the first paragraph?
A, emissions. No.
B, messages.
No. C, awareness. That's the right answer. It's close in meaning to consciousness.
And letter D, footprint. No, not even close.
And that's it for today. We'll see you next time. Tune in then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.